Alright, this is going to be your installation video for the Go Rhino 4000 series Nerf bar, and this is for a 2006 Silverado. So there's special requirements for a 2005 and 2006 Silverado, but I was unable to find any video online for the 4000 series Nerf bar by Go Rhino, so I figured I'd go ahead and help everybody out with this one, because as normal, nothing ever goes as planned. So hopefully this will help you be better planned and make your installation a breeze. So first thing you have to do, if you have a 2005 and a 2006 Silverado, you're gonna have to go to the hardware store and pick up a new set of washers and lock washers. So these are the ones that I bought, because with the 2005 and 2006 Silverados, you have to use the same body mount bolts. Otherwise, they come with bolts and washers and lock washers, so you don't have to do anything as far as that goes. But if you have a 2005, 2006, before you get started, go to the hardware store. These are 1/2 inch diameter washers, so that's what you're gonna need, and I believe these are 7/16, so those don't work. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, the first step, remember, if you have a 2005, 2006, go to the hardware store and get your 1/2 inch washers and lock washers, and then you'll see 3 body mount bolts. There's 1, 2, and then 3. So let's go ahead and get those taken off. Go ahead and use a breaker bar if you have one. If not, I hope you work out. Okay, so I removed the body mount bolts, and then I went ahead and put my new lock washer and washer. Here's the body mount piece that's going to be installed that came off. I used a 21mm socket to pull those body mounts off, and I went ahead and preset up all the hardware you're going to need. So you have a 1/2 inch bolt for the rear, 3/8 bolt for the middle, and another 1/2 inch for the front. And if you look at these brackets, I'll show you on the instructions. It's not very clear because there is a left and right side. When you see this diagram, this is the front bracket, and the way that is facing, to me, that's going to just catch mud and anything else on the road. So I went ahead and swapped these 2 brackets so that the faceplate is facing the front, so now it's not going to catch everything. And then with the middle brackets, this cutout piece is going to be hanging out on the outside, and exactly as that's arched, so you're going to install it just like this. The rear bracket, it came with 2 of the same. I don't know if they intentionally did that or if they just wanted to mess with me some more, but that's how it's going to be laid out, and it is the longer one. So let's go ahead and finger tight the body mount bolts and put these up in place, and I'll be right back. Alright, so I went to put in the first bracket and I already ran into an issue. On the other side, the OE mount bolt went right through this hole, but on this one, I guess the coating is just a little bit too thick, so it's not going through. I'm gonna have to file that out. Alright, so after 15 minutes of grinding and filing, I got it down to specs. So that was a manufacturing flaw. Word to the wise, get a better set of files or grinding tools. But there you go. Now it fits. I'm going to install them with the holes on the faceplate facing outwards on all 3 of these. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in now. Okay, so I installed all 3 brackets. It's bolt, lock washer, and washer bracket, and the rubber grommet for the body mount. And you don't want to tighten it all the way down, so this way you can pull the bracket out so that when you install the Nerf bars or the step bars, you can adjust it to your preference. Alright, now it's time to install the Nerf bar. And what I'm going to do is install the middle bracket first, because it only has one mount hole versus the front and back having 2 holes. So this way, instead of just guessing which one's going to be the right one, your middle bracket is going to tell you how far it's sitting down and which hole on the front end bracket to use. Alright, so I installed the middle bracket finger tight, and the bar is level, and you can see the bottom hole is exposed, so I'm already going to know the top hole is the one I'm going to use. Alright, I went ahead and installed all 3 bolts finger tight. So now go ahead and just pull it outwards or push it in for your preference. And I don't know if you can tell, but the middle bracket is sitting at an angle, but it has elongated holes. So I'll go ahead and slide that to where it's nice and straight. Pull it out again, and then go ahead and tighten it up with your ratchet. Alright, get it somewhat tight, and do the same for each other. Alright, so I went ahead and installed all 3 bracket bolts that secure the bar to the brackets, and now I'm going to go ahead and tighten up all the body mount bolts using my ratchet. And then whenever you're done with that, go ahead and torque it, because even though you think you have it tight, it's not as tight as whatever the specs are calling for. You'll probably have to look up your specific model on the internet and find out what the body mount torque specs are. But for an 05 to 06 Silverado, it's 66 foot-pounds. So I'm going to go ahead and install the bolts using my ratchet, and then go ahead and torque it to 66. Okay, so the bolts are tight. The body mount bolts for my truck was 66 foot-pounds. I highly recommend using a torque wrench. The bracket to bar bolts are just nice and tight, just don't overdo it. And again, this is the Go Rhino 4000 series Nerf bar, and I went ahead and bought and installed the Weston bull bar for my vehicle. Overall it was $270, and I think it turned out pretty nice. Took about 15 minutes for each side, minus all the grinding and everything, but if yours goes smoothly, you're talking about 30 minutes. Again, for the 05 to 06, you're going to need 1/2-inch washers and reuse your body mount bolts. And there you go. New and improved. Hope this video helped.